grandfather did not like me, and his entire side of the family didn't really seem like they liked me either, and from the time I was a toddler, I was painfully aware of this. Once when I was an adult, my mother said to me, "Oh, my father just thought having you made my life a lot harder," as though that should clear things up for me. It didn't. My older sister was tan and skinny with brown hair, and she was really well behaved, and then I was this pale, chunky ginger baby who cried a lot, and I always wondered if maybe the contrast between us was just too much for them, because they adored my sister and they never liked me. So I knew they didn't like me, but it didn't stop me from trying to get them to like me. So every time they'd come to visit, I would come up with like a drastic personality shift to try to get them to like the new version of me. So I do things like talk in a British accent for 3 days, or like once I pretended to be a vegetarian for their entire visit to look socially conscious, because my grandparents were big animal lovers, but I think that one actually made them dislike me more than ever. One time I spent their entire weekend visit furiously sketching ball gowns into a notepad, so I'd look like a budding fashion designer, and maybe they'd want to follow my career or something. Once I spent an entire weekend doing Sudoku puzzles, so I'd look like an intellectual, but I was actually really bad at math, so I just was writing random numbers into little squares